let's reflect on some quotes of very distinguished personalities, and we shall learn how to live in this life. This one is concerning work, because even St. Paul said that for him he was working. He was telling people, 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 10, that food should not be given to people who don't work. Now what are they telling us here? This is from the former president of America, Abraham Lincoln. He said, there has never been but one question in all civilization: how to keep a few men from saying to many men, you work and earn bread and we will eat it. That is his quote. Then another one is called Albert Schweitzer. He lived 1875 to 1965. He said, a man can only do what he can do. But if he does that each day, he can sleep at night and do it again the next day. It is up to you to digest, it is up to me to digest instead of me elaborating. Then Anatole France, who lived between 1844 to 1924, he said, man is so made that he can only find relaxation from one kind of labor by taking up another. Don't be idle. This is what he has given us. Then Aristotle, who lived between 384 BC to 322 BC, he said, all paid jobs absorb and degrade the mind. And Aristotle again, he said, pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. We must enjoy the work, not to do it when we are unhappy. And then Barack Obama, he said, you can rest on your laurels. Your own body of work is yet to come. President of America, former President of America, said that one. Then Bertrand Russell, who lived between 1872 to 1970, he said this: one of the symptoms of an approaching nervous breakdown is the belief that one's work is terribly important. Betty Davis, who lived between 1908 to 1989, he said, it has been my experience that one cannot, in any shape or form, depend on human relations for lasting reward. It is only work that truly satisfies. Bob Ross, who lived between 1940 to 1995, said, you do your best work if you do your best work if you do a job that makes you happy. Charles Reynolds Brown said, we have too many people who live without working, and we have altogether too many people who work without living. Then Daniel Axis, he said, at least one study of blocked writers has found that they were more productive and more creative when they were essentially forced to write instead of scribbling only when the mood struck them. Then David McCullough, who was born 1933, said, real success is finding your life work in the work that you love. David Shaw said, doing what you love means dealing with things you don't. And Diana Ackerman said, working from home meant we could do various snack and coffee breaks change our desks, all of you, goof off, drink on the job, even spend the day in pajamas, and often meet to gossip or share ideas. On the other hand, we boast ourselves around, set impossible goals, and demanded longer hours than office jobs usually entail. It was the ultimate flex time, in that it depended on how flexible we felt each day, given deadlines, distractions, and workaholic crescendos. That was from Diane Ackerman. Then Don Marcus, who lived 1878 to 1937, said, when a man tells you that he got rich through hard work, ask him, whose? Then Dorothy L. Sayers, who lived 1893 to 1957, said, a human being must have occupation if he or she is not to become a nuisance to the world. Edgar Bergen, who lived 1903 to 1978, said, hard work never killed anybody, but why take a chance? Then Albert Hubbard, who lived 1856 to 1915, said, fools who never do more than they are paid for, never get paid for any more than they do. Then Elbert Hubbard, who lived 1856 to 1915, said, great happiness out of your work, or you may never know what happiness is. You must get happiness out of your work. That's what he said. Then Elizabeth Barrett Browning, who lived 1806 to 1861, said, measure not the work until the day is out and the labor is done. Eric Hoffer, 1902 to 1983, said, our great weariness comes from work not done. And Frank Lloyd Wright, who lived between 1869 to 1959, said, a professional is one who does his best work when he feels the least like working. Harry Lancaster said, getting fired is nature's way to telling you that you had the wrong job in the first place. Then Hannah More said, one kernel is filled in a hog shell. One drop of water helps to swell the ocean. A spark of fire helps to give light to the world. None are too small, too feeble, too poor to be of service. Think of this and act. And Helen Keller said, I long to accomplish a great and a noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish humble tasks, as though they were great noble. The world is moved along, not only by mighty shoves of its heroes, but also by the aggregate of the time pushes of each honest work. Henry Matisse, who lived 1869 to 1954, said, derive happiness in oneself from a good day's work, from illuminating the fog that surrounds us. Then Henry Frederick Amiel said, work while you have the light. You are responsible for the talent that has been entrusted to you. Then Henry David Thoreau, who lived 1817 to 1862, said, do not hire a man who does your work for money, but him who does it for love of it. Then Henry J. Kaiser, who lived 1882 to 1967, said, when your work speaks for itself, don't interrupt. Then Horace, who lived 65 BC to 80 BC, said, life grants nothing to us mortals without hard work. Then Howard Newton said, people forget how fast you did a job, but they remember how well you did it. So with these quotes, we should really know the essence of work. Jesus told us